for being here today with me once again, and welcome if you're new. Besos. Today's video is going to be on this nighttime glam for summer, just being a little bit more out of the norm, using a little bit of darker colors. It's actually a very dramatic smoky eye, but super nighttime appropriate. I really love it for the summer because it's still showing a little bit of color but not too much, and that's like my favorite thing to say ever, but it's true. Using just a little bit, a hint of color. This video is in collaboration with a beautiful friend from here, from YouTube. Her channel's name is Makeup by Alma Gloria, and I love her channel. She has so many different things in her channel: makeup tutorials, hauls, reviews, you name it. We decided to do a collaboration just using Morphe palette. So I actually used two. I used the 35W and the 35F for the makeup that I created today. We just wanted to use a palette that was affordable, that it was popular right now. So super amazing quality, and I'm not getting paid to say this, but they truly are. And we just wanted to bring this for you guys. I decided to do a nighttime glam, and she decided to do a more daytime appropriate glam. So please go to her channel right after my video. Make sure that you show her some love and tell her that I sent you. Once again, as always, thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I see you next time. Bye. Okay, so let's start off by covering our raccoon eyes. I'm using Benefit Erase Paste, and I apply it with a brush, and then I like to go in with my fingers to finish off the blending. For foundation, I'm going to be using L'Oreal's Infallible Pro Glow Foundation, and to change it up a little bit, I'm going to be using this IT Cosmetics brush to blend it in, and I actually like how it applied it. So making sure that we cover the baby hairs and everything else. And then for concealer, I've been trying out this Sephora concealer, and I really like it. I think it's the Gel something is the name. And I'm going to use it to further highlight and to kind of like give my foundation a better match, because this foundation is currently a little darker than me, just a tiny bit. So by applying the concealer and all the highlighting points, we're going to kind of blend all them together. Ooh, ugly face with the foundation, and it's just going to look a little bit more balanced out. So to blend it out, I like to start off first with my fingers, and then I finish it off using my beauty blender. Then I like to go back in with the foundation brush just to make sure that we don't have any sharp edges and it looks seamlessly between the foundation and the concealer. From my July's Ipsy bag, I'm going to be taking this yellow banana powder, and I'm going to be using it to set underneath my eyes, any part pretty much where I apply concealer. And I actually wanted to give this a real try today because I like the consistency. So I said, let me go ahead and cook with this, meaning cook my under eyes. And if I like it, if it doesn't dry me too much, then it's really going to pass the test. So I applied a ton of it, and we're going to let it sit while I apply my bronzer. For bronzer today, I'm using a Max Mineralized Skin Finish Powder in the tone Deep Dark, and I'm using my Real Techniques brush. I think it's a contour brush to contour, so around my forehead, cheekbones, you guys know the drill. For my nose, I have to be a little bit more fancy, so I'm going to be using the the coolest shade from my Kat Von D palette to try and make those nose look a little bit smaller. Yeah. And then now to set the rest of my face, I'm using my Fit Me powder from Maybelline, and I'm going to use it also to dust away that powder underneath my eyes. And I'll be honest, I really like how the powder looked, the yellow banana powder. Like, it didn't super dry me out, so it was alright. I'll keep trying it, but so far so good. Now we're moving on with the eyes. Yes, so I'm going to be applying my Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC, and I'm going to be blending it with this brush by Zoeva. So we just apply a thin layer. And now taking this 35W palette from Morphe, I'm going to be taking the lightest shade, which is a white, like a pale matte white color. We're going to use that to highlight underneath the brow bone and take it all the way down to my crease just to further help the blending. Now taking my 35F palette, I mix those two warm brown shades. I couldn't decide between the two. I wanted to be fancy. You have so many options, but anyways, I took those two shades and we're blending it into the upper crease. You guys know the drill. Windshield wiper motion, little circular motions, and elongating the end of my crease towards the end of my brow. Going back to the 35W, I mixed the dark plum color and like the dark purple color just because I wanted to be fancy again. And mixing the two, I used my 217 brush to pack it on the outer and inner corner of the mobile eyelid. Yes. So once you are happy with the intensity, and you're going to have to just pack it a few times, we're going to take a clean blending brush and just blend out the crease to kind of like mix the two, like the beginning and the end of the crease. Very softly though, we don't want anything too dark above the crease. Now I went back in with a little bit of a concealer, making some funny faces just because it's all better if you make funny faces. And I used that to clean the center of the lid just to make sure that the next shadow that we apply here is really nice and vibrant. And this is my favorite shadow from the entire look. It's such a beautiful cranberry red. It is from the 35F palette, and we're going to just be packing it there using a shader brush. And you can wet this shadow. I applied it, dried, and it looks so beautiful. I love it. Obsessed with it. So what I do is I pat it in the center, and when I barely have any product, then I go around the edges to mix it in with the plum shadows that we used before. Taking a little bit of black eyeshadow from either of the palettes, we're going to be doing little tiny baby, super baby, circular motions on the outer part of the eye, like on the outer V, just to give it a little bit more of dimension. Then on the bottom part of the eyes, we're going to be doing the same, just starting off first with the warm shades, and be careful because I almost took out my eye, but yeah, let's keep moving. And then we're going to go in with the plum colors as we go closer into the lashes. And then once again, the start of the show, we're going to grab it and put it just in the center of the lid. So we're pretty much mimicking whatever we did on the top part of the eyes on the bottom lash line as well. We're going to be lining the waterline using a black gel liner. So we're going to be applying it on top and bottom waterline. So tight lining pretty much. And going back to the 35F palette, I took this champagne color shadow, and we're going to be popping that in the inner part of our eyes, tear duct, and also the brow bone as a little subtle highlight. For lashes, I'm going to be using, I think these are House of Lashes Pixie Lux. Don't quote me, but I think they are the Pixie Lux. And I'm just applying it with my little plastic tweezers. And I, of course, forgot to apply mascara to top and bottom lashes, but I would suggest to do that. Then next, I'm taking Mimosa and Summer from the Anastasia Glow Kit in Sun Dip. And we're going to be using that to highlight the highest points of our face. So here you do you, girl, you highlight and you glow as much as you would like to. Cheekbones, nose, and Cupid's bow. For blush, I'm using Warm Soul from MAC, which I think goes perfect with its cranberry tone look. Next, we're going to be setting our makeup. I'm using MAC's Fix Plus. And on the lips, I decided to go not so warm. So I'm using this one by ColourPop in the color Marshmallow. And that is it. I really enjoyed this look. I hope you guys liked it as well. Thank you so much for watching. Mil besos, and I see you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.
Hi guys, my name is Alma Gloria, and I have a beauty channel named Makeup by Alma Gloria. And after you finish watching this gorgeous girl's video, I invite you guys to head over to my channel and watch how I created this look using the Morphe 35W palette. If you would like to see how I got this look, I'll be waiting for you guys at my channel.